The selection of seeds for planting material depends on if you want to grow seedlings or rootstocks for grafting. Select pods from healthy trees, preferably from trees that have a history of producing healthy seedlings or that are of the genotype you intend to plant. Don't collect pods from trees that are overbearing or showing signs of stress. Most cacao trees are cross-pollinated and cannot be expected to produce offspring similar to the mother tree. Research stations, extension services, or government agencies in your area may offer hybrid seed families. These families are often selected for adaptation to local conditions, disease tolerance, and productivity. Some heirloom genotypes, such as Criollo and Amelinado, will grow true to type. In other words, produce offspring very similar to the parent, but only if self-pollinated. However, it is possible to hand-pollinate cacao to ensure production of pure heirloom varieties. For production of rootstock trees, select from pods that have large seeds, as they'll generally have more stored energy and thicker stems, and this will shorten development time to when they reach a size where they can be grafted. Some countries have seed gardens and provide hybrid seed families that offer some desirable traits, such as resistance to soil-borne disease or cadmium mitigation. Once the source of planting materials has been made, the pods should be harvested when fully ripe. Well-ripened pods will have a bright yellow or orange-red color. Avoid pods with a dull or faded color because they're likely to be overripe. Keep harvested pods at ambient temperature, out of the sun, and don't refrigerate or otherwise expose to extreme temperatures. Open and plant the seeds as soon as possible or within 2 to 3 days. Don't use a blade to open the pods, as it's easy to cut or nick the seeds inside. Instead, break pods with a wooden rod, mallet, or by striking on a hard surface. Fresh, ripe pods should contain, on average, 30 to 50 seeds with an opaque or translucent white pulp. Overripe pods will have a thin and watery pulp and may even contain germinated seeds. Preparation of seeds will depend on the planting media you'll be using. When using commercial potting media and planting the seeds immediately, there's no need to remove pulp and still get close to 100% successful germination. If there is a delay in opening pods, or if you're using a mix of screen topsoil and organic matter, it's recommended to remove the pulp before planting. Seeds can be mixed with sawdust and rubbed gently against wire mesh to loosen the pulp. Follow this with a rinsing of fresh water and treatment with a fungicide. Depulped seeds can be packed in plastic bags with fresh, lightly moistened sawdust for short-term storage of 3 to 4 days. When sowing, plant seeds at a depth of 1/4 to 1/2 inch or 1 to 2 centimeters. If seeds have been stored in sawdust for a couple of days, germination may have already started, and if so, the radicle will have started to penetrate the seed coat. If you're not sure of orientation, lay the seeds on their side or horizontally, or if they've germinated with the radical end pointed down. Depending on ambient temperature, the seeds should germinate within a week or two, and after 3 to 4 weeks, cull any stunted or deformed seedlings. Once the cotyledons have opened and the first true leaves start to expand, apply a teaspoon, 3 to 5 grams or so of a general purpose fertilizer such as a 15-15 slow release in each pot, and continue to apply fertilizer once a month. When the seedlings are small, be careful to only water enough to keep the soil moist, not soggy and wet. Over time, the root system will expand to occupy the media and more frequent watering will be necessary. Developing seedlings should be monitored daily for fungal or pest problems and treated as needed. In a nursery full of closely planted seedlings, fungal blights and insect populations of aphids or mealybugs can expand rapidly, sometimes in a matter of days. With good management and conditions, seedlings can be ready for field planting or grafting in 4 to 6 months. Using these tree pots, the seedlings are usually 16-18 inches high with stems that have a diameter comparable to a pencil, so about 1/4 inch or 6 to 7 millimeters.